Hey buddies, it's your girl Aychristene, and today we are checking out a snarl video. Y'all notice a little song about my hair and her hair? There was one video, I saw her hair, I kept seeing her hair, I was like, I really love her hair, so I want to get some braids like that, or some twists like it. It's close. It ain't the same exact thing, but it's pretty close, and I love it. This is the Rake Classic I could read. The Rake Classic Creepypasta Scary Storytime Something Scary Snarled Video. That was a lot of words to try to say when you got a little caffeine. I was going to say cocaine, but I'm not doing cocaine. I mean caffeine. It was an accident. I'm really highly susceptible to caffeine. As y'all can see, I'm just a little rambling mess. Link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out. Now, let's get started. Oh gosh, I drank it black, so it was just all straight Bustelo, bruh. Straight up Bustelo. Okay.
Hey, I'm Markia. Want to hear something scary?
The whispering, it's like, want to hear something scary? The Rake.
Throwing it back to a classic
Love her.
Creepypasta story, we dig up the tale of the Rake, summoning it to continuous afterlife on the underworld wide web.
Okay, that's kind of creepy.
During the summer of 2003, events in the northeastern United States involving a strange, human-like creature sparked brief local media interest.
Mysterious
before an
sightings
apparent
reported.
blackout was enacted. When the power was restored 2 hours later, little or no information was left intact, and most online and written accounts of the creature had mysteriously disappeared.
What?
Primarily
Is this
focused in rural
real?
New York State. Self-proclaimed witnesses told stories of their encounters with a creature of unknown origin. Emotions range from extremely traumatic levels of fright and discomfort to an almost childlike sense of playfulness and curiosity. While their published versions are no longer on record, their memories remain powerful. Several of the involved parties began looking for answers that year. By early 2006, the collaboration had accumulated nearly 24 documents dating between the 12th century and present day, and spanning 4 continents. In almost all cases, the stories were identical. I've been in contact with a member of this group and was able to get some excerpts from their upcoming book. Like this one, The Rake from a Witness, in 2006.
That's my tummy.
3 years ago, I had just returned from a trip to Niagara Falls with my family for the 4th of July. We were all very exhausted after a long day of driving. So my husband and I put the kids right to bed and called it a night.
That's good.
At about 4 a.m., I woke up thinking my husband had gotten up to use the restroom. I used the moment to steal back the sheets, only to wake him up in the process. I apologized and told him I thought he'd gotten out of bed.
Why'd you think that?
When he turned to face me, he gasped and pulled his feet up from the end of the bed so quickly his knee almost knocked me onto the floor. He then grabbed me and said nothing. After adjusting to the dark for a half second, I was able to see what caused the strange reaction. At the foot of the bed, sitting and facing away from us, there was what appeared to be a naked man or a large hairless dog of some sort. Its body position was disturbing and unnatural, as if it had been hit by a car.
Does it got like a
For
booty
some
piece?
reason,
No, I mean, I think it's
was
like the
not
tailbone, right?
instantly frightened by it, but more concerned
The tailbone
as to
is.
its condition. At this point,
She said she wasn't frightened, she was concerned about its condition. What about your condition, chick?
Was not instantly frightened by it, but more concerned as to its condition. At this point, I was somewhat under the assumption that we were supposed to help him.
Really?
My husband was peering over his arm
That's such
and knee, tucked
nice
into
heart.
the fetal position, occasionally glancing at me before looking back at the creature. In a flurry of motion, the creature scrambled around the side of the bed and then crawled quickly in a flailing sort of motion right along the bed until it was less than a foot from my husband's face.
Oh no.
The creature was completely silent for about 30 seconds.
Just
looking at my husband. The creature then placed its hand on his knee and ran into the hallway, leading to the kids' rooms. I screamed and ran for the light switch, planning to stop him before he hurt my children. When I got to the hallway,
Forget
the
the
light
light switch,
from the
just run.
bedroom was enough to see him crouching and hunched over about 20 feet away. He turned around and looked directly at me, covered in blood.
Oh no.
I flipped the switch on the wall and saw my daughter, Clara. The creature ran down the stairs while my husband and I rushed to help our daughter.
Okay.
She was very badly injured and spoke only once more in her short life. She said, "He is the Rake."
Oh
my
no.
husband drove his car into a lake that night while
What?
rushing our daughter to the hospital.
No.
He did not survive either.
No.
Being a small town, the news got around pretty quickly.
No.
The police were helpful at first, and the local newspaper took a lot of interest as well. However, the story was never published, and the local television news never followed up either. For several months, my son Justin and I stayed in a hotel near my parents' house. After we decided to return home, I began looking for answers myself.
Okay.
I eventually located a man in the next town over who had a similar story.
Really?
We got in contact and began talking about our experiences.
Okay.
He knew of 2 other people in New York who had seen the creature
This New
we
York
now
State?
referred to as the Rake. It took the 4 of us about 2 solid years of hunting on the internet and writing letters to come up with a small collection of what we believed to be accounts of the Rake.
Okay.
None of them gave any details, history, or
Appalachian
follow-up.
Gazette.
One journal had an entry involving the creature in its first 3 pages.
These are not dreams.
And never mentioned it again. A ship's log explained nothing of the encounter, saying only that they were told to leave by the Rake. That was the last entry in that log.
Okay.
There were, however, many instances where the creature's visit was one of a series of visits with the same person.
Really?
Multiple people also mentioned being spoken to, my daughter included. This led us to wonder if the Rake had visited any of us before our last encounter.
Really?
I set up a digital recorder near my bed and left it running all night, every night,
Really?
for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I would tediously scan through the sounds of me rolling around in my bed each day when
I
woke
couldn't
up.
listen
By
to
the end of
that.
the second week, I was quite used to the occasional sound of sleep while blurring through the recording at 8 times the normal speed. It still took almost an hour every day. On the first day of the 3rd week, I thought I heard something different.
Okay.
What I found was a shrill voice. It was the Rake.
What did it say?
I can't listen to it long enough to even begin to transcribe it. I haven't let anyone listen to it yet. All I
Really?
know is that I've heard it before.
You
and
have?
I now believe that it spoke when it was sitting in front of my husband. I don't remember hearing anything at the time, but for some reason, the voice on the recorder immediately brings me back to that moment. The thoughts that must have gone through my daughter's head.
Oh no.
I have not seen the Rake since he ruined my life.
What did it
But
say?
I know that he has been in my room while I slept.
Okay.
I know and fear that one night I'll wake up to see him staring at me.
Wait, no, what did he say?
Thank you to
But what
all
did he
of our
say? Lady, what he say? This is like one of them ominous stories where I'm like, okay, I'm sorry about what happened to you, but what did he say? Let me know what he said. Did he give you some warning? Like, try to transcribe what he said. Like, okay, there was a lot of just ominous general storytelling in this until we got to like some meat, and then there was just like, oh, forget it. Like, what'd he say? I want to know what he said. What did he say to you? What did he possibly say to your daughter? This was New York State, right? Okay. That's what I need to remember. New York State. Where she didn't say where she lived. She just said that she went to Niagara Falls. So don't visit Niagara Falls. Be careful in New York State. You're going to be okay. That's what I took from it. I do want to know if this is just a strict, like, urban legend fake story, or if this is like something that a lot of people are like, oh, I've seen it. This is my story. This is something that's happened. I'm not going to say that I believe that this thing existed, but I am very interested to see if this is like an actual urban legend or like a fake story about a fake urban legend. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they'll do something scary about that, because if the story is like creepy or interesting, they're going to do a video about it, which is pretty cool. But I just want to know, is it fake, or is it like real fake, you know? No, that was confusing, but y'all know what I mean. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Have you ever heard of this urban legend before? Let me know. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support everyone involved. If you like this video, hug the life of that like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.